Michael, by the end of this weekend, you'll have spent more time on the M6 than in the dugout, but 2 wins at Wigan, hopefully a continuation of those results and an uplifting performance, hopefully, at Blackpool.
Yeah, it's a trip I know well, because the weekend before I got the job, I was actually in Lytham for a friend's 50th, so I've been up and down that road a few times, but yeah, it's flown past. Been a lot of things to try and implement, a lot of things to try and embed, and another tough game. You look at their team, they look at their 11 that played last Saturday. There's no way they should be where they are in the league, but they are. So change of manager. Obviously, we've just had it. We had a bit of a bounce on the first game, particularly. So we need to be aware of if they've got someone in or if Stephen's taking the team. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, that brings an amount of unpredictability, doesn't it, with a new manager or a caretaker manager putting maybe a different twist on things, especially after the international break with players returning. A tough one to prepare for?
It's more important we focus on ourselves at the minute. I think even now we still don't know. So, if a new manager comes in, he's only got a day to work on something anyway. If it isn't, we can focus on what they've done in the last couple of games, which hasn't been that far away from what they did beforehand. So we'll have an idea, but it's not like we've spent all the last 2 days just prepping on them. There's loads of things we need to get better at in every facet of the game. So it's trying to prep as well as you can for both scenarios.
I think since you came in, only 6 teams have picked up more points than we have, but you alluded to probably performances against Barnsley and the first half at Wimbledon and last week against Wigan not up to the required standard. Are you seeing an uplift in the training this week in terms of the performance?
Depends what you mean by... Ideally, we don't live in an idealistic world. So I said last week on the Saturday, it's new territory being 1-0 up. Going into that game, we'd gone 1-0 down in 8 of the 11 games. So to go 1-0 up fairly in the game it creates a completely different mindset. It's easy to play 2-0 down. And the thing we didn't do particularly well is ride the game out or see the game out properly. But we saw the game out. So it's dealing with that type of mindset. And the good thing is that when we have gone 1 and 2-0 down, we haven't gone under. So that's the positive, that there has been a response. So it's trying to sort of correlate the two together and stitch them together, that we can be good when we're winning, hard to play against when we're drawing, and come back if we are losing. Because I think, like I said, of those 8 games, we've only taken 2 points. So there's loads of things to improve on in terms of mentality. But yeah, I'll take playing badly and winning every week, but that's not where we want to get to.
I know you said at the start of your reign you were sort of still getting to know some players' names. I guess these away trips are probably good for a bit of team building and you working with the staff and the coaches. What does an away trip look like for you in terms of preparation for the game, any socialising and kind of trying to build that team spirit?
Yeah, it's the work's normally done by the time you get on the bus anyway. So I think if we're scrambling or scratching around on a Friday on the bus on the M6, I think we're in trouble. So home game or away game, it's irrelevant really. The work's done. And like you said, it's more the social side of it, getting to understand, having informal chats with players, having a cup of coffee with them at the services, or just having a chat with them on the bus. You can do the odd individual bit of work on the bus, or because we watch training back and clip things and things like that. But that's the main thing on an evening on a Friday. You see them in a different environment. You see them with not quite the pipe and slippers, but you see them with their slippers on. You see them chilled out. Whereas a lot of the time when I see them, it's either in the gym, or on the training pitch when you expect them to be full throttle. So yeah, it's and then the other side of the job is the personal touch, like you said, trying to find out if they've got kids, where's home, why do you play? Pretty obvious, but it's not obvious all the time because they've all got different reasons for being here. It's one of the conversations we just had. Some of it's to pay for family's house, some of it's just to win, some of it's to have the Rolexes and the watches. That doesn't drive me, but it's interesting to know why they're all here, because you've got 30 blokes who have all got individual journeys but need each other. So it's trying to find that sort of collective goal. That's what we've sort of been trying to look for this week. And yeah, so away games are, as a footballer, you spend a lot of time on a bus, so you do get used to it. And the beauty of it is it's a nice bus. They do go stay in nice hotels as well. So it's also getting them to recognise that don't become entitled, that you take it for granted.